I've tried to record this like 6 different times, and I'm giving up on those versions because I was taking myself too seriously, and it just wasn't fun for me to do the other versions of it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to seeing myself on video. My voice is being recorded somewhere, my face is being recorded somewhere. I'm very, very meticulous as to how it's portrayed because that's the kind of person I am. What you gonna do? So I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna do my first lecture on U.S. history, and I'm gonna do it wearing as I model the different hats that I have. It's just a reminder to myself to not take myself too seriously, but also to really, you know, pay attention. I'll teach you confidently if I can, but not to take it too seriously because it's just you guys. If you need to correct me on anything, I know you will. For those of you who know things better than I do, that's fine. Whatever, this is gonna be chill. This is my reminder to myself to keep it chill. So here we go. So before we actually start learning stuff, I'm going to define terms and things for you. Sorry, I talk fast, that's how it goes, but I'll try to slow it down and stuff. I also mumble. Again, this is a problem I'm working on, but here we go. First of all, I'm calling this U.S. history as opposed to American history, because we're going to say American history, we need to talk about all of the Americas, which would also include Central America and South America. And since what we know as American history is what I'm taught in school and what the people in this country are taught in school, it's not American history, it's U.S. history, so let's be honest here. This country is the United States of America. It's not America everything. We inherently exclude the entire southern half of the Western Hemisphere by calling it American history, and I think that's just a pet peeve of mine, so we're going to call it U.S. history. In this country that we're studying, the United States of America. So the U.S. is divided up into 50 states, which are divisible units of the country, which are independent to a degree and are able to determine certain things for themselves. These states are independent to a degree. There are certain things under their jurisdiction, such as driving laws. Those vary within states. Speed limits vary within states, etc., etc. Although some things go to the national government, which I'll talk about more when I discuss federalism. Akin to states, but not the same as states, are territories. These are areas that are part of the United States that have been ceded to the United States, but are not states, not officially part of the country. Areas such as Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands are parts of the United States. Those are territories that we have. Puerto Rico is currently appealing for statehood, which is an option if you are a territory of a nation to appeal for statehood or to appeal as an official part of that country. Whether we'll have 51 stars in the future because of Puerto Rico, we don't know, but it's a territory for the moment. We've also had historical territories such as Oklahoma. Oklahoma used to be Oklahoma Territory before it was included into a state of the Union. The divisible units of states are called counties. These are places such as Dade County in Florida, where Miami is, Norfolk County in Virginia, and Worcester County, Massachusetts, where I live. Some of these areas are, again, sort of independent a little bit, but not entirely. You have like county sheriffs and things like that, but so they're sort of independent. Similar to counties are districts, which are political divisions of a state. Districts aren't the same as counties. You can have district-comprised towns in different counties, such as Massachusetts' 2nd District includes Springfield, which is part of western Massachusetts, all the way to Uxbridge, which is part of central Massachusetts. So districts are different. Those are what we use when we talk about elections. Which I'll talk more about that when we talk about elections and things, but districts are similar to counties, but not the same. After districts and counties, you have cities, which are large, densely populated areas, such as Boston. You have like the greater area, like the metropolitan area, such like the New York metropolitan area, Boston metropolitan area, etc., etc. Then smaller than that, less densely populated towns, then hamlets and villages, a lot of which you see in parts of the country which are much less populated, such as upstate New York. There are a lot of hamlets and villages there that they're not allowed people to recognize as towns because the populations are so small. And those are all the terms that we need to know today. Now let's get into actual history.